It's Wellness Nerd Out time! What's up, you guys? Happy Wellness Nerd Out time. And today we are going to be talking about the correlation between lean red meat and type 2 diabetes mellitus. But before we get into anything, we have to say happy birthday to my awesome stud of a nephew, Tommy. Happy birthday, Tommy boy. It was great seeing you today. You will not see this or know what I'm saying, but I want you to know that I love you very much, and I'm very proud of the man that you've become watching this now at 14 years of age. I'm just taking a guess as to when your parents will probably give you a phone and let you get on Instagram so that you can see this. So happy birthday, buddy. This one's absolutely 100% for you. We'll talk about him a little more at the end and about this great day that we had today. But as for now, let's get into our discussion of the day. And so red and processed meat are commonly targeted as risk factors for cardiometabolic disease. Now, this is nothing new. However, the association between red meat and type 2 diabetes mellitus, at least biomarkers for type 2 diabetes mellitus, isn't as well understood. And that's what we were examining here. And when I say examine, well, I saw this meta-analysis on examine.com, a great source. And this meta-analysis was done on 20 different randomized controlled trials that used majorly lean red meat, right? Majorly lean red meat, so really not as much processed, if any. And what they did was they judged the effects in the range from 2 to 24 weeks of giving these people anywhere from 71 to 238 grams of red meat per day, again, over 2 to 24 weeks. And this is a meta-analysis, once more, right? 20 randomized controlled trials. They measured the biomarkers of type 2 diabetes mellitus, how they were affected, such as glycemic control and inflammation. All right. So the results showed that insulin resistance, and glucose levels all decreased with lean red meat consumption. All right. And HbA1c, inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein, TNF-alpha, or interleukin-6, for example, all remain unchanged. All right, so pretty positive outcomes here. Now, this was judging, short-term risk factors, right? The outcomes are based on short-term risk factors rather than the incidence of a disease in itself, right? But there are some implications here clinically showing that lean red meat consumption is a good thing for, having healthy levels of insulin and glucose in the blood, of course, no surprise, and, showed no increase in inflammation, right, or HbA1c, and that's a pretty neat thing, I think, Now, there was also a subgroup analysis done, and this is super interesting, 0.5 servings of lean red meat per day, a minimum of 0.5 servings of lean red meat a day, actually lowered insulin more so than 0.5 servings of red meat or less per day. So the more lean red meat these people were having, the lower their insulin levels were, right? So, it makes sense when we say, if you're taking in fats, right? Well, generally you're having the liver produce glucose. You're not really burning it as much for energy, right? Whatever we eat, generally we're going to burn, and we will produce and store the opposite. Unless we don't need any more energy, then we could also store what we're eating at the time, right? And so, it makes sense in general, but I think it's definitely pretty fascinating that it showed, even more lean red meat, lowered insulin levels to a greater degree. So maybe some implications for potential type 2 diabetics. And these studies were done in they were done in adults without cardiometabolic disease. All right. So it's, again, judging short-term risk factors over the span of anywhere from 2 to 24 weeks. All right, so that's all we got for you today. Some pretty cool information I thought that I just saw today, and I absolutely had to share with you guys. But before we go, we got to say, happy birthday, Tommy boy! Tommy, oh man. I had a great day today watching you walking around as the sheriff in town, keeping everybody in line with your cool cowboy hat on. You looked great. You looked super happy, no surprise. You have great parents, and you had, so much love. You had so much love around you. And, it was a pleasure to be part of that today. You're 1 year old today. I can't believe that. That was one of the fastest years of my life. And, I'm sure next year will be even better for you, buddy. It's going to be great. All right. So you look forward to it, and look forward to your next years. If you're seeing this at an older age, you keep that same enthusiasm for life that I saw in your face and your eyes today throughout the rest of your life. And I promise you'll always be happy. So, and give yourself reasons to be enthusiastic, most importantly, right? But know that we all love you very much. And this one is forever your day in the book of Wend Wellness. Happy first birthday, champ. All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Happy Wend Wellness. Thank you.